What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 3 of the 3 and D podcast. I'm back with my guy Jackson Hunter. Last episode, we went through our 10 through 6 of the top 5, or really top 10 through 5. So today we're going to reveal our 4 to 1. And yeah, it was a few controversial things last episode. Not much though.
Yeah, nah.
So, you have anything to say going in this?
I don't know. I feel like our top four is pretty much. Well, I don't know because you did have people that I have in mind. And my top five already done. So I don't know. I don't know. You got in your top four.
I guess since you guys started last time, I'll start this time.
Mm-hmm.
At number 4, we have Mr. Franchise himself, Mr. 50 Ball in Game 7. The best small forward in the league, Jason Tatum. Now, with Jason Tatum, last year we saw him, this year we saw him average 30 points with about 5 and 8 rebounds,
Mm-hmm.
with also getting back to back first team All NBAs and being one of the best two-way players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the playoffs, he really went up for me after some of the performances he had, even when he was not shooting well. I know that's what he gets trolled for most of the time is having stinkers, but usually when he's not scoring, he still plays defense, play makes, rebounds, does all that stuff. Just like we saw in Game 6 of that Sixer series when they were down 3-2. And he was the whole game defending, rebounding, playmaking, just couldn't get a shot to go. And then at the very end, he came alive and took over the game. And then obviously in the next game, Game 7, one of the best playoff performances I've ever seen in the playoffs. So with the 50 piece. So I don't know if there's any more I can say, but I have Jason Tatum number 4.
Yeah, for me, I got the same thing. I got Jason Tatum at number four. Just like you're saying, he's one of the best. He's the best small forward in the league. One of the best two ways in the league as well. And what really, for me, that separates Jason Tatum from everybody else is the his ability to do, like you were saying, do everything. If his shot not falling, he'll play defense, he'll play make, he'll do the small things that'll help the team win. So that's what I feel like Jason Tatum excels at and really helps the Celtics out a lot at because you still have Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, when Jaylen Brown's hot, Jason Tatum really don't need the ball. He'll defend the best player. Because you already know how I feel about Jaylen Brown. Yeah. So Jason Tatum will defend the best player. He'll play make. He'll do a lot of other things to help the team win. So that's why I feel like I got Jason Tatum number four.
Another thing that I did talk about is how available he is. He
Mm-hmm.
rarely misses games. This guy plays like 70 plus games a season most of the time. And nobody really does that anymore. So, yeah. My number 3. Now, this one, I have this guy 3 spots ahead of you. So, I have Steph Curry. I still think the gravity he carries is some of the best in the league. Where you have to guard him and what that does to the defense. I think that the way he played in that King series, he basically had to carry them
Mm-hmm.
because this year Clay was down. Jordan Poole was not playing like last year's Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
And some of those, like that last game, that 50 piece he dropped to go on the road at Light the Beam and drop a 50 ball.
Yeah. That's very tough. One of the toughest places to play this past season. So,
And he had some other crazy games in that series too.
yeah.
So, and I don't know. He just won a ring 2 years ago. So yeah, I still have Steph Curry at my number 3.
At my number three, I got arguably one of the best point guard in the league. I got Luka Doncic at number three. I just feel like you were saying with Curry, I feel like the magnitude and what you have to do for Luka. because he can honestly do everything on the offensive end. That's what separates him from everybody else for me. It's just in the past years, Luka just ain't have the help that he needs. He don't have a great supporting cast around him. So I feel like for Luka to do all of that and still be a playoff team, still do things that not a lot of people can do besides LeBron. I feel like that holds Luka to a high standard. But I think Luka this next upcoming season with the help of Kyrie, I think they can take the league by storm. I think that'll probably be the best 1-2 punch in the league next year. But
Best 1-2?
I think it honestly might be the best 1-2 punch in the league next year.
Wow.
And then I think we're gonna see a Luka MVP for sure in the next. I'm calling the next 4 years.
Next 4? Who gets one first, Tatum or Luka?
It depends on how it plays out, but I think Tatum might get one before Luka.
I feel like it might be Luka. I'm not gonna lie.
It depends. It depends on how crazy Jason Tatum goes. Because Jason Tatum has been in the MVP name
for like last 2 years, maybe
2-3 years. Because this year,
I'd say last 2.
Yeah, I'm about to say this year, last year for sure.
Yeah, definitely later last year.
Mm-hmm. But the whole season this year, he was arguably it was Jokic, Giannis, Joel, and then you'll be like Jason Tatum right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get over those guys though.
Yeah,
unless they just get voter fatigue. But either way, we're getting off topic. Number 2, I have the Greek Freak. I mean, this guy's one of the most dominant players that we've ever seen since probably Shaq. I mean, once he gets ahead of steam, it's basically over with. You have to foul him, and even if you do foul him, he's still gonna make the shot sometimes. I mean, what I witnessed him do to us last year in that 7-game series, when this guy was getting double team, triple team, averaging 40 and 20.
Yeah.
Was absolutely insane. I mean, he still is a good defender. I mean, I know this might be a hot take. I don't think he's the greatest, like, on-ball defender that some people say he is. But off-ball?
Yeah, off-ball.
One of the best off-ball defenders in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Blocking shots, steals in lanes, all that stuff. I think the only thing he really just has to work on is free throws because, I mean, we saw that in that Heat series when they started to foul him. That last game, it was Hackett Greek. But they didn't have other games like in that finals a few years ago when he was making all his free throws.
Yeah.
But I think that's mainly just the main thing. Because, I mean, his mid-range is decent. I mean, he had to respect the 3. It's not like Ben Simmons or nothing. It's not crazy. Yeah. But I think if he just gets his mid-range right, he'll be all right. I think they definitely would have gone farther this year if he didn't get hurt in that first round. Because, I mean, his first game back, he dropped like a 30-point triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's still really debatable 1 and 2, but right now he's number 2 for me, Greek Freak.
Yeah. That's the same for me. At number 2, I got Giannis too. I feel like Giannis for this next upcoming season, he's gonna be coming out for revenge. Being snubbed off the all defensive team, losing the first round when you're a number 1 seed. I feel like that's just gonna fuel him to become one of the best players in the league. And honestly, I think he might have a great run for going MVP next year. That's gonna be my hot take. Yeah, I think he's always gonna be in it for the next.
Does he have 2 now?
Yeah, I think he had a back. Did he have a back-to-back? No, yeah, I think he has 1.
I can check real quick, but I think it was 2. I think he has 2.
Yeah. But I think this next year is going to be a big year for Giannis because it's going to be his bounce back story. Losing first round, being snubbed, all defensive teams and all that. But just like you were saying, he's one of the most dominant players we've seen since Shaq. I feel like like we were saying, free throws, but his jumper has come a long way too from what we've seen the past couple of years. He's over here. handling the ball, shooting pull ups. Now, if he can shoot that consistently, now I think he would be a real. It could be scary for the. It's gonna be scary for the all-time top 10. Honestly, not that.
That's not crazy at all. I think he'll definitely finish by the end of his career if he's on the same pace. I think he'll be a top 10 player of all time.
Yeah, I think he will be too.
And
Because
he did get back to
one so
back
young.
MVPs.
Yeah, I'm about to say you already got one so young already. So I honestly say this is off topic, but honestly, I say if he get probably 1 or 2 more rings, I'll put him into my top 10. Honestly, 1 more ring, I'll probably
Like right now, I
right.
know some people not gonna like this, but I have him over KD right now.
Oh yeah, for sure, I do too.
Okay,
I'm about to say I think 1 more ring, he has a good argument to be in the top 10.
Yeah,
like Curry only got 4, and we got him as the best point guard of all time. So Giannis got 2.
Wait, Curry has 4 or 5.
4.
Dang.
Back to back with the Warriors. Then that one time when they
yeah, it is 4. It's 4.
Yeah.
Don't let Curry get another one. Oh
yeah,
god.
If Curry get that other one. yeah,
the Curry fans are gonna oh god, bro. Either way, we're getting off topic. I think we both know who we have as our number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic.
Yeah, we both got Jokic.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if he didn't, I guess, sit out some or they lose some games at the end of the year, I think he would have gotten another MVP. Would that be back-to-back MVPs? If he got if he got another one this year? I think it would have, but what am I about to say? Go back. My bad, y'all. But either way, he just had one of the most dominant seasons I've ever seen, especially in his playoff run. I mean, his playmaking is crazy. He's one of the most skilled big men we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Passing, scoring, dribbling. I mean, this guy's a center dribbling the ball up the court.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really seen that before. And I mean, the way he just sets up his teammates, the pick and pop, the pick and roll, like the him and Jamal Murray duo is it's insane, that pick and roll. So yeah, I don't know if there's much more I can say besides Jokic's best player in the league right now.
Yeah, I think Jokic was my MVP last year. I honestly think he got snubbed for MVP.
He got it last year, didn't he?
No, this past year.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
But Jokic, like you were saying, we haven't seen nobody. I don't think we've ever seen anybody like Jokic. I honestly have him and Hakeem on par for being the most skilled big man of all time. Just his playmaking, his ability he can shoot anywhere on the court too. That's what he shoots, the craziest shots and makes them all. So, and he's a very underrated defender too. People be talking about how he can't defend on anything, but he held his own against everybody. They put against him Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Bam. But yeah, I think Jokic.
You just went out again. I'm sorry. Can you repeat one more time what you just said?
Oh yeah, I was just saying Jokic. I think we still have a couple more years of Jokic being in the top 10 of all, not top 10 all time, but top 10 in the league for I'll probably say the next 5-6 years.
Yeah, I agree. Even though I think it'd be the best player in the league, probably another 3 years.
Yeah, I think it's just hard. It's just hard to argue against Jokic. It's just Jokic, just being so dominant, especially now getting this ring this past season. I think Jokic. That's why I feel like Jokic could really win another ring. Honestly, that team has always been solid from like 5 years ago. They always been solid, but they were just missing Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray.
them losing Bruce Brown is gonna hit some, but I
Yeah,
think
just a little
Christian
bit.
Braun. I think Christian Braun might step up in that role.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, they can just run it back, honestly, without Bruce Brown, even though Bruce Brown played a big part. You still got your starting five that are still solid. So I feel like they have another shot of going back there. I think they'll always be in the conversation of going back.
Yeah, I agree. They're the favorites next year in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's our top 5 going into next year. Anything else you want to say?
No, hopefully I think this list will change a lot this next season because there's a lot of names we missed that didn't go in the top 10. I don't think nobody's touching that top 5, but that 6 through 10 is very interchangeable.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, good talking to you. We'll see y'all on the next episode. We're out.